Hello, and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm going to be making a scrapbook layout, and it's going to be the page that will be next to this one. So I want to make it so that it coordinates. So to do that, I've got some paper here, and I'm going to do the same stippling background that I did before. And I'm just going to show a little bit of this because I did it in another video and it takes a while. So I'm just using these stippling brushes. And since I did find I do have some more of this paper, so there's red there, so I don't want to put too much green in here because otherwise it will look really Christmassy. So I'm bringing brown in, and so that helps. So I'm using chocolate chip, and then I have a green one. Another brush, I'll do my green, and I will do forest foliage. So it gives a little bit of texture to your paper. And I'm just going to show a little bit of this. After I do the brown, then I go over and do the green. I'll do that later, but I'm not going to show all this on screen. So you get kind of a different color in there. Today I'm participating in the Mix It Up Monday YouTube hop. And this is a hop where we take a traditional scrapbook layout and add different types of media such as ink, paint, stencil paste, whatever we'd like to use. And it's a hop that's a collaboration between Anna from Peacecraft Love and Kimberly from I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking. But anyone is welcome to play along. They post the inspiration sketch on the last Monday of the month, and then the hop takes place on the second Monday of the month. This month's sketch comes from a blog called Blueprints, and it seems to be no longer active. Anna discovered the sketch while browsing around on Pinterest, and I'll put a picture of the sketch above. The sketch has some circles, and it also has banners for journaling, so I'm cutting those out with my die cut machine. Next, I'm trying to use my Sizzix Emboss and Transfer set to use my dies, my circle dies, to emboss onto my circles to make it look like the circles of a tree. So I'm using my Big Shot Plus platform because that's the original platform my machine came with. The one you saw me using earlier is a magnetic one, so this transfer set doesn't work with that. So I have my adapter, the B, on, and then I have my plastic plate. And then you'll put on your dies facing up. I'm just trying to get them lined up. And then you put the paper, and then you put the silicone pad, and then the plastic pad that came with this transfer set, and run it through, and it's supposed to make an impression and not cut it. So then I have the reveal, and I could see it went a little bit crooked, and also it's cut through a little bit, but I think that'll be okay because I can still keep it together when I glue it on the page. So for the next one, I take out the B adapter so it doesn't cut quite as far into the paper, and also I use more tape to try to keep everything where I want it. Then I use my scissors to trim up the circle that was crooked, and then I use my blending tool to put on some Walnut distress ink onto my circles and around the edges of my banners. I use my brown Micron Pen to add the names of the trees onto the banners, and then I use my blender brush again to add some tea dye ink to the center of my logs to make them look a little bit more like tree slices, or at least I hope they do. Finally, I start building my layout. So I'm putting on this plaid paper. It's the same as I used in the previous layout. And I'm putting that on the bottom as the large rectangle. And then instead of using a strip of paper, I'm using this border strip that looks like pine cones and putting that a little bit lower so that it doesn't get covered up as much by my pictures. Then I map my pictures on this gingham paper, which I also used in the previous layout. That way everything gets tied together. I'm using Nuvo Deluxe glue to attach almost everything to my layout except for the photos and photo mats. Here I'm using mounting squares, or sometimes they're called photo splits or photo squares. I'm adjusting my layout to accommodate 3 photos, and plus these are 4x6 photos, so they're larger than what's in the sketch. I needed to put all these photos you see here on this page because I only have a few pages left in my album, so I needed to make sure all my tree photos fit here. So in order to do that, I'm going to use some close to my heart memory protectors, so I figured out which photos I'm going to put together. So I'm going to put all the grizzly giant photos in one place and all these odd entries on top of the other vertical photos. And I'll do that later whenever I get this into a page protector. I just moved around my elements to try to figure out where they'll look best, and I decided the one banner needed to go above the tree, and I had to move it up enough so that when I do put those pockets on, the adhesive won't cover up the banner. Then I decided I needed to put my title on first so I could see how much room it'll take up, so I got a ruler out. I really probably should invest in one of those T-square rulers, but anyway, this will do. And I'm just using some little stickers that I got from Creative Memories a long time ago. And I decided, since these have multiple colors, red and green, and I think some blue, I decided the green and the red kind of went with the colors I already have. So I'm just starting Mariposa with a green, and then the rest of the letters will be red. And then when I switch to Grove, then I do the capital letter in red, and then do the little letters in green. When I use alphabet stickers, always put them on loosely, and then I also don't put the dots on the letters, and I do that after I get all my letters straightened out. So you'll see I kind of struggled with that a little bit, and I kept losing the dot for the I, and eventually after the end I finally found it and put it back on, and then it stayed there that time. Now that I've finished my title, I just arrange everything how I want it and glue down my elements and attach my photos to the page. I also add some stickers, which are also from Creative Memories, in place of the butterflies that are in the sketch. I'll put a list of all the products that I'm using in the description below. A few of these will be affiliate links that doesn't cost you anything extra to use, but I do get a small commission from any sales that those links generate. Most of them will not be affiliate links because I am not a consultant for Close to My Heart or Creative Memories, but I'll put the products that I use in the description just for your information. I'll have a list of all the other participants in the hop in the description below. Please hop along to the next person on the hop for some more inspiration for using mixed media in your layouts, and hopefully it'll inspire you to get scrapbooking. I want to thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and if you're not already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. If you are a subscriber, thank you for your continued support, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.